Bimmy is back and he's better than ever. Hey now, Bimmy's back. Hey, Bimmy's back.
What's up, nigga? OG TV. Oh, bro, I respected you, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, I ask you all to bear with me because I want to respond to Mr. Bimmy and I want to speak straight to Mr. Bimmy. So I want you all to just act like you're eavesdropping in on a conversation that, I'm having with Mr. Bimmy. All right? Is that all right? Check it out. Now, Mr. Bimmy. It's crazy how this video came about, right? I caught your interview with 10 toes down about 23 minutes after he posted it. So immediately, right, before I saw the whole video, I'm like, content, because I heard him go in on Zip. He called Zip the dirty nigga or whatever. You feel what I'm saying? Then I heard him start going on Gully TV. I'm like, content. Bimmy's back and he's better than ever. He's busting everybody, right? After he gets off Gully TV, he jumps on Glaze Gibbs. He talks about dead arm roast, smash Glaze Gibbs buns, and I'm like, I'm going in. But the crazy part is, I had not watched until the end of the video. Your rookie mistake. I hadn't watched to the end of the video. I'm in my editing process. I grabbed just enough that I thought I needed. Because right around the 22, 23 minute mark of the video is when he shot Glaze Gibbs with the dead arm row thing. So once I got all that, I went straight into my editing room. I didn't listen to the end of the video. I'm editing, and as the video is playing out, I hear, Bimmy shot me too. Bimmy shot me.
What's up, nigga? OG TV. Oh, bro, I respected you, bro. You look in your comments. I said something about you. Okay. I said something to you. You said something about me, bro. And not get in contact with 10 and getting all the history. Why would you do that? Pete, my nigga. Pete was out there with G. George, nigga, in Queens, nigga. I can go way back. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that. All right, you want to get your channel up? Get it up. Not on my back, though, bro.
Okay, so when I see that, of course, I scrap my whole project. I'm like, we got to take this from the top, right? So the first thing I do immediately is, I like to know what I'm talking about. Before I came and Bimmy like, yo, what the hell you shoot me for? What did I say about you that was wrong? Or, did I disrespect you or something like that? I said, before I do that, let me go back and look at the videos I made about him and listen keenly to what I said. You feel what I'm saying? Before I address the situation, I said, let me go back and listen to what I already said about Bimmy, and then I'll address this situation. So I go back and I made 2 videos, going backwards in chronological order. The one I came across was the one about the Prince party. So I'm going to address that one first, right? If you notice, that was a faceless video. That was a faceless video. I'll tell you why in a little while. But other than that, I approached that video, Bimmy, from a journalistic perspective, in all actuality, solely because it was the most trending topic in my sector at that time. On that exact same day that I dropped that video, no less than 4 other people raised the same question. So my video, the entirety of its time, every statement was based on the streets are saying this, the streets are asking that, which is factual. The streets were saying that. I could get up here and name like 4 or 5 different podcasters who call you out your name and disrespect you. I didn't call you no type of rat, no type of snitch during that whole video. I didn't call you that. No, sir. If at any point in time I said this is what people are saying, what the streets are saying, I could produce the evidence. I got to live for that. I don't have a personal opinion on the matter. Let's be honest. All right? I don't have a personal opinion on the matter. Your time predates mine. I'm not from Queens. I'm from the Bronx. I don't know if you noticed or not, but in the other video about you that I'm going to get to, even when I addressed Brian Gibbs, who admittedly I told him I'm not going to disrespect my elder. I do see you as my elder, especially in the lifestyle that I chose to live, and I wouldn't come out here and just outright disrespect you. I don't have enough knowledge of the situation to call you out your name, so I wouldn't. And I didn't. I didn't. As far as what the streets are saying, this is factual. I'm giving you street journalism. I'm telling you what the people are talking about. This is what the people want to hear. I'm from South Carolina. Some people told me I'm kin to James Brown. James Brown said you got to give the people what they want. Now, one thing I will not allow or tolerate, I'm not going to be bullied. I'm not going to, allow any public figure to tell me, hey, don't talk about me, but you're a public figure. You're damn near an entertainment mogul by now, damn near, right? You see, you're still driving Rolls Royces and penthouse that long. It's damn near entertainment mogul status, right? That makes you a public figure. Your nephews, your entertainers, your sister entertainment business, y'all public figures, man. We're going to talk about every public figure to come up here. It's all about whether or not you talk about it respectfully. And me not disrespecting you and not calling you out your name, please believe, Mr. Bimmy, that was very intentional. I intentionally did not disrespect you. I had no intentions to disrespect you. I just wanted to give the people the story. See, it's called reaction videos. I react to videos. Other people make videos. The people want to know what I got to say about it, how I feel about it, what I think about it. And for the record, I'm going to get to why that was a faceless video. We're still on the first video. For the record, the reason why it was a faceless video, if you really listen closely, being in the business as long as you have, you'll notice it's scripted. I was reading a script. Yeah, I prompted ChatGPT to write me a script on the subject based off everybody else's videos, titles, and whatnot. That's it. I was really just reading a script. But even during the whole process of the time, like I said, I didn't personally call you out your name. I don't have a right to. I have never sat up here and said, Bimmy's a snitch. I don't have a right to. I never will. And I wouldn't be who I said I was if I were to disrespect, especially you like that. Because like I said, I came in as a spectator and then a student of the game. And then a player. See, I'm done now, so I'm back to spectator. What the spectators do is talk about the people that they don't even know. I've been one of the people that got talked about by people that didn't even know me. It comes with the popularity. We can't strive for all the success and popularity in the world and want to be public figures and tell everybody don't talk about us if your opinion of me is not favorable. But the thing is, I don't even have an opinion. I don't know. I never claimed to know you. I never claimed to know your business, what you got going on, whatever. I said, this is what the streets are saying. Why? Because like I said, four different channels that are in my sector that are bigger than me and get way more views than me was saying the exact same thing at the exact same time I made that video. It was what you call a trending topic. That's why I spoke on it. And I made sure that when I spoke on it, I didn't call you out your name and talk to you crazy because I do respect the Supreme Team and whatever, work you put in your era, in your days. You know what I mean? It's like I'm not glorifying the wrong we did, but it's like this, man. You guys and us as well, some people don't understand what it is to come up in poverty and have commercials on your TV at the same time. Psychological, man. But you're going to want things, and you're going to be willing to do whatever it takes to get them, man. And sometimes the fastest and easiest way ain't the best way. But it's temptation, man. It was put there for you for a reason. That's why they call it a project. But let's keep it moving, though. Like I said, in that video, I didn't disrespect you. I spoke on the topic. And like I said, it was a trending topic. And I made sure not to call you out your name. So after dissecting that video, I said, this can't be what he's addressing me about. You know, the whole whether or not he shows up at Prince's party thing. It's a running theme, you know. I'm not up here for nothing, man. If I take an hour, 2 hours out my day to do this, I want some money for it. So yeah, I want to talk about something that's gonna hit. All right, now, the second video was my reaction to the Glaze Gibbs video, where he was talking about Prince. And I listened to that whole video to see if there was any part of that which could be taken as disrespect. And there was. There was. The one joke that I doubled down on where Glaze Gibbs said, Prince is just a little bit tougher than Bimmy. And I laughed at that. And I might have said it twice or replayed it or something like that. And when I looked at the video, I said, he could possibly take that as disrespect. He could take that as though I'm insinuating that he was the weak one, or the weakest link out of the crew, or he wasn't tough, or you feel what I'm saying? And I understand, looking back at it in hindsight, it could have came across like that. And I'll apologize for that. I'll apologize for that because I don't know how tough he was, truthfully. You feel what I'm saying? I mean, I don't believe that the caliber and quality of people that you were dealing with would have had somebody around in that position that wasn't tough at all. So, you know, I don't want you to think I'm making a slight of your toughness. If you felt that I slighted your toughness in that one joke, that I'll accept as okay. I could have said that wrong. I could have worded that wrong for entertainment's sake, to put a comedic aspect to my video. I do try to entertain as well at times. And I honestly thought that that was the funniest part of Glaze Gibbs' video. It didn't make me think that you was a pussy. You feel what I'm saying? When he said, man, he's just a little bit tougher than Bimmy. Because if you watch that video for the next 5 minutes, I explained to Glaze Gibbs that he had the wrong perception of what tough was. You know, and I could have been thinking that that would have cleared up the previous statement. You understand? When I said to Mr. Gibbs, that you have the wrong impression of what tough even is. Right? I thought that would have cleared up when I laughed at the part of him saying Prince is just a little bit tougher than you. But if it didn't for you, salute, my G. I respect that, and like I said, I apologize humbly and sincerely as well. You know, anything that I say out of pocket, I stand on. If I was wrong, I'll apologize like a man. If I'm not wrong, I'm gonna stand on that shit and double down. And like I said, in the first video, I don't think I disrespected you at all. I'm not one of these dudes that's ever came up here and uttered the statement, Bimmy's a rat or Bimmy's a snitch. I don't do that, man. I don't do that. I don't know your situation. I don't know your business that well. I'm not Zip. I don't have any paperwork on you. I didn't take credit for bringing this to the internet or none of that. Nah. Trending topics is trending topics, man. That's it. This is what we doing. We on the internet. Like you said, don't drive yourself crazy. Take your own advice like you gave the brother. Can't drive yourself crazy over what niggas saying on the internet. I let niggas know all the time. I say stuff up here all the time for entertainment, for comedy. Come on, man. I was impersonating Tory Lane's daddy the other day. Did you see my short? Go watch it. Yeah. So you can't take everything I say up here literal. I'll let you know when I'm being serious. There's plenty of times like, nah, not for real. This is real, y'all. I'm not playing. I'm not trying to be comedic. None of that. This is a real topic. I do that regular. Yeah. So in the midst of me making a joke with the Prince is just a little bit tougher than Bimmy thing, if that offended you, if you felt like that was a slight on your gangster, my G, I didn't intend for it to be taken that far or that serious. So I apologize if it offended you. Bro, it was no offense meant. It was no offense meant. All right? Just to clear the air on that. But other than that, I really didn't see where I was worthy of a mention, but I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Any publicity is good publicity, you know, in this business, they say. At least that's what they say. But it's no hard feelings over here. Like I said, man, your business ain't my business. It doesn't cross paths or interfere. I ain't in the street no more, brother. We grown men. You out the country. I seen you, you know what I'm saying? I see you stunting. You flash your credit cards and your white women and your good teeth. You're doing good. You on a boat. You understand what I'm saying? You on a motherfucking boat. So it's all love, brother. You feel what I'm saying? Like I said, it was no offense meant. If it was offense taken by anything other than that part that I addressed, you let me know. If you jumped in my comments before jumping there again, let me know where in any other way I disrespected you, brother. Because like I said, I got a mouth, Bimmy. I don't know how long you do it. I got a mouthpiece on me. I'm the $1 million mouthpiece. I talk like I know how to fight, nigga. You feel what I'm saying? So if you want to talk about me being disrespectful, ask China Bremen, Hassan Campbell about me. I don't pull no punches. When I talk, I talk. My G, I didn't call you out your name and I didn't disrespect you in that Prince Party video. I said what was a running, trending theme. It was actually a written script I was reading off of. That's why it's all B-roll. You don't even see me. I'm reading off of a script, bro. That Chat GPT wrote. I just prompted it based off of the topic, the trending topic. I ain't call you out your name. I didn't disrespect you. I didn't bring any new information to the internet on you. I'm reporting right now. This is my rendition of journalism, brother. This is my rendition of journalism. You are a public figure. It makes you fair game. Yes, sir. Ask your nephews how I feel when they go put all that work in the studio and they bare their soul and they put this album out. And you got people over like, yo, we feeling you, yo, we jacking that. That's lit. Then you got people over here like, man, that shit trash. Get that shit out of here. I'll break my weed up on that shit. That's the game, bro. You can't hate the game if you want to play the game. You got to pick a side, Mr. Bimmy. You in the game, bro. You're going to be commentated on. Yes, sir. You're going to get commentated on. Don't be like LeBron James, get mad every time the media say you stink or say your son trash. But then you everybody friend when they calling you the king and the GOAT and all that other stuff, you cool with it. But no, when you have 8 turnovers, nigga, we gonna say that nigga had 8 turnovers and his son trash. That's not disrespect to you, King. That's not disrespect to you, King. We appreciate everything you did for the game, everything you did for the culture. You feel what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, there's a thing called the court of public opinion, my brother. And at one point in time, you were very much out there. You were very present. I was checking you out. From Vlad TV to Math Hoffa. What was the other show you had with you and your sister and Big U and Trick Daddy? Like, yeah, I was watching all that. I was rocking with you. When I first came home in 2013, one of my Muslim brothers, he's from out of Hartford, Connecticut. His name's Hussein. He was doing the Gangster Chronicles. I think he's probably doing DVD still. It might have still been on DVD back then. But I'm like fresh out there. I might be still in the halfway house and I'm chopping it up with the brother. And he telling me, yeah, I just did an interview with Bimmy, you know what I'm saying, from Supreme Team. I interviewed Bimmy for Supreme. I'm like, I'm hype. I'm like, worried, like, yo, we came up in the game, like looking up the Supreme Team, like, you know what I'm saying? Like those like OGs, big homies to us, not even knowing them personally, just for the lifestyle they live, the pattern that they set. Like a lot of that had to do with the way that we were moving. You feel what I'm saying? So and I'm only talking about the positive aspects of it. You know, I mean, like, to being morally sound, man, the brotherhood, man, you know, the discipline, all those things, you know, like I said, did we venture off into some bad things? Yeah, man, but trust and believe, man. These was really good kids at heart who made bad mistakes, bad decisions while in under bad circumstances. That's really what it was. But like I said, we admired y'all guys. We looked up to y'all guys. I didn't even hear that allegation until the brother brought it to the internet. And when the allegation came to the internet, it was allowed to grow legs. So now this person and that person, this person, that person, they just straight out saying it. which is, I guess, what Zip meant by they killed the legend. People are uttering these words when you and I know 35, 40 years ago, they wouldn't have uttered them words. They wouldn't have said them words out their mouth. But people are saying it freely now. Note, mind you, I never even have said the words. I never said the words, but people are saying them freely now, and they wouldn't have said them 30, 35 years ago, 40 years ago. So maybe that's what he meant when he said the killing of a legend. Just the fact that people are saying that. And me, as a street commentator, journalist, I hear people saying it, Bimmy. I hear people saying it, brother. I'm not the one saying it. Don't single me out and clap at me like, you know what I'm saying, I'm shitting on your crown king. Nah. I'm just saying what the people are saying, brother. You know what I'm saying? And they were saying that long before I even came back on the internet. So salute to you. I hope that clears the air. If there's anything else that needs to be said between us as men, as you see, I am able to communicate on a respectful level. I'm on the gram. All right? I key the good Muslim. I'm on the gram, or OGTV 45. Hit me up.